Hello! Happy Friday! Happy Spill the Beads with Joyce Trowbridge for Softflex Company. I am excited to get into some beading again with you all. Hello, Dana. Hi, Cynthia. Hi, Liz. Hi, Nancy. Hello, hello. Yes, and we got Thomas in the background. Yay, of course. I love it. It's always so great. I am going to put, where is it? Where is it? Show. No, hide, because that's not the right number. I forgot to change this out right here. We're going to have a giveaway. And you need to put hashtag star, and we will announce the winner at the end. I am going to be playing with the Starcross Lover Design Kit and the embroidery hoop that that you can get separately on our website, and some vintage paints for this with this. And so, have you tried the vintage paints? I think that it'd be so pretty to paint this up. And then we have this lovely glaze. Have you used the glaze yet on the vintage paints? It puts such a really nice finish. So after I paint this up, I am going to use glaze over it. And then I'm going to make a necklace with these fun beads. There's so many fun beads here. Oh, there. I lost it. I lost something. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Winnie. Hi, Leanne. Hello, hello. And hello to whoever I might have missed while I was trying to do that. Oh, Ramona. Hello. Hi, Rosalina. No, I don't see. I thought I saw her name. Nope. I see Rosanna, though. Hello, hello. Hi, Mary. Oh, so good to see everybody. Okay, let's solo this. You don't need to see me. I'm just like trying to stay warm in my cold garage on a very cold and kind of rainy day. And I like that. We need that here in California. We need more rain. But it does make beading ever so fun and cozy. There we go. Let's go play with this stuff. How are you doing this fine Friday? Hi, Stacy. It makes it, this glaze it's not super shiny. It is shiny, but it's not like super, like glossy. It just has a nice, I meant to grab my, my earrings that I put it on. And apparently I did not grab them. So let's try this right here. I have this piece. Some of this is going to take a little bit to dry, and so therefore I kind of started some of the process already. But we're going to play with this. But I'm going to put a little bit of the glaze. You want something that you can have put the surface, and I don't have a surface, so I use my little plastic bag. After mixing up my glaze, and apparently re-poking the hole. Now I'm using a silicone little clay. It's actually a brush for clay work, but you can find it. I found this one I believe I found it at Michael's, but I might have found, you can get them online. Vintage has some on their website too. And I'm just going to put this over, and it does give it a little bit of a shine. Now this is part of a pop out uh, piece. This is the one from, which is this a fun little the one with the moons that I made the moon earrings from. This, I don't remember the name of this one, but I did this whole part with it um, in the same technique. I love this watercolor technique that you do with these paints that allows you to not be a really good painter, because I am not a good painter. But that's going to get a nice little gloss on there. See how that is? And it is going to dry a little more matte than that, but very close. So now that we have this, I'm going to set this to the side, and then we'll check on it at the end so you can see what it looks like. Okay. I'm going to put that over here so I don't accidentally get it. I like to have a wipey handy so that I can like just wipe this off and go into a new color. Makes it easy. Oh, all of a sudden I got like a sneezy fit. So excuse me while I try to not sneeze. Oh my gosh, yes, Nancy, that's exactly. I have a pile of lids and pie plates for other ones, and I just didn't bring it in here. Oh no, you can't find one of the roses. I am oh, that's so sad. I hope it comes up for you. That would really get myself going too. Oh, we don't need this in here. So what I did, just to kind of give you an idea of my method of my madness here, is I like the watercolor style, and so you just drop a whole bunch of paints. I'm gonna do another. I don't know why I don't have a set of my lids over here to do this. I'm just using what's on my table because that's just sometimes I forget to bring things out to the garage to my table for this. Um, but that is all I did. I'm going to show you kind of on here is drop some paint in little spots. And I used in my coloring, I used amethyst. Now this one has a lot of red, so I started out with a whole bunch of red for that colorway that I'm using. And I used a whole bunch of red. I added some drops of the white marble, which is a new color that we started carrying. We have the amethyst in there, and then I added a little bit of the lapis too, just to kind of give you, which you don't really see it there, but you do see it on my fabric. So I decided I wanted to paint the fabric and not have a white background. So then once I had all of these colors in place, I'm going to do this one very blue and the blue and purple to give it more stand out, because I want them to have a little bit of, I want the edge of this to be stand out a little bit from there. So I'm going to just kind of stick with those colors. I'm going to take my brush and kind of whoosh it a little bit. And then I'm going to just kind of push this down on it and kind of swish, swish. And I'm going to go through and do the sides too, if I can get. Just swish down, swish down. Ooh, it's harder to get the sides, but we're going to get there. If I can't get the sides with my like that, I'm going to just brush it on then. Oh, you know what? This is what's good about using the little plastic bags that I had left over, is that I can lift it up and move it around. The edges don't cover as well because they are because of the burnt, but that's okay. I'll get a little bit of that paint on there, get a little paint on the back. Oh, those are going to be pretty together. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so that needs to dry. So we're going to put this off to the side and let these dry. This is almost dry. I did this one earlier. All I did is put the fabric right onto the paint, lifted it up, and then I kind of had to use some tissue or paper towel to get some of the extra paint, and I just kind of patted it, get the extra paint, because the fabric just soaked up that paint. But it does make a really cool background. All right, so those are going to sit and dry, and I'm going to go and start out what I'm going to do with figure out what I'm going to do with this. Oh my goodness, I'm going to sneeze again. I'm so sorry. This is the little piece that's going to hold the fabric in. There's also the little itty bitty, where did it go? That's okay. I'm not going to use them. There's like a little screw and nuts that you screw it together, but I am going to actually crimp mine in place because that's just how I'm going to roll. And then this glues on the back, which this needs to have paint on it too. Don't forget. There we go. That one, I'm going to use both these paints. Boop. Ah, that's cool. Okay, so there's the back. And that needs to dry. And then I'm going to be very careful and paint on the glaze after I made my necklace. And you will see from that other one that we did a little sample of what the glaze does. So #star will get you your very own glaze to play with. Not only is it nice for it just helps, like it gives it a little gloss, a little shine to it, but it also kind of helps seal it a little bit. Aw, thank you. I think I that was like the first, I don't know why, but that was like the first thing that I thought of when I saw that we are getting the hoops, was I wanted to paint them. Don't ask me why. That was just my first thing. So, and don't mind the paint on my hands, because that's what happens when you have fun, right? So there's 2 little stars. If you have not seen this kit before, the hoop is separate. We have it on our website. And the paints are, of course, separate. But in the kit, we have some lovely crimps, of course. The black crimps, which I think are just really superb. They're wonderful. They're the sterling silver with the that have been oxidized. And then we have the Pro Econoflex in the medium in the beautiful gold, which I think is going to look really good with this. We have a lovely mix of beads, which is one of the roses. If you can't find your rose, I will give you one of my roses so that you can have 2 roses. And then these large hole beads, which I think are going to be very useful with these little tiny itty bitty sparkly fire polish in there. Some pinch beads, which I love these pinch beads, these half hematite pinch bead. And then these crowns because of course we are star-crossed lovers, and it has, got to have a little bit of that in there. Some beautiful little hearts, these lovely star ceramic beads, which I can't wait to put in something, and then some fabulous findings. We have an S hook, and we have these 2-hole strands, and I'm trying to decide if I use both of these or not. And then some of our regular findings. Oh, there's our little back side. And I mean, there's so much. And then this was what was this velvet. I've seen some people use this velvet. And it was what we tied our package with, but I feel like we can use this in here. So we'll see. So these little stars that came with it, I decided I wanted to hammer them to give some texture. So I used my steel block, and then my really gnarly hammer, and I did it on an side. You can see that it gives it a more like crazier texture than your normal hammer texture when you have like more of a regular style. And I made sure I was like kind of hitting it kind of on the side instead of straight down. It was off to the side a little bit. I like to emphasize those markings by using a little buffing tool that is kind of like a little sandpaper. So like I've used a nail buffer. Vintage has this great little buffer, and it just sands it. If you want to sand it yourself, you can use, I would use either 600 grit or 1200 grit, a really nice fine grit. You don't want it to, and that will just kind of like make that just a little more shiny. Because these are natural brass, so they are going to like you are going to have a little bit of oxidization. So by doing this, that'll make it a little bit shinier, which I want for my stars. And I just thought, I'm wondering now if that glaze would help seal that in. So I'm going to do an experiment, but it's going to take a while to know if this really works. But we're going to see, because what I'll do is just buff it up every once in a while on a piece. But if this actually works, this is going to be cool. So let's experiment here. I'm going to put some glaze on my let's see. I have not looked up like anything like that. Like if I know that they put it on to seal the paint a little bit because you can use those paints and paint them. And I was thinking about doing that originally, but I'm going to keep these brassy. So let's see what that looks like when that dries. You don't want to use a regular brush, by the way, if you haven't used these before. You want to use one of these like silicone ones because it's a different kind of ink, and it sucks up and dries fast when it's in like a regular brush, where in these silicone ones they stay wet longer, and then it's really easy to clean up. All right, those are all resting. So let's go and figure out what we're going to play with here. I definitely have to use the purple stars because that's who I am. I think it would be really cool to use these in like sew the ribbon down as one and then a string of something else. So that's going to be saved for a bracelet for later, which let's get into here. There's some fun things in here. So we got to like I think I need some hearts out because hello. These are going to be too big for what I want. These crowns are so cute. Mm-mm. I want to decide what I'm going to put in the center. I feel like I think I'm going to use one of these and just sew one of those down in the center. Maybe that's too big. Maybe just, maybe I just put a couple of those on just for a little sparkle. I don't know. We're gonna figure this out. Let's figure out what section do we like. Oh, that's kind of like a pretty section. That's a pretty section. Okay, I'm kind of digging that section of it. If that's the section that I'm going to want to put in there, we're going to pop this little guy in the back. We're going to cut this down and stuff. Go like that a little bit. Okay, so that's what it's going to look like. So what are we going to want to put on top of it? Oh, do we do a little star? We could do like the little star. Maybe that's too roly-poly. We could put the heart like that. The little rose, a little flower, and a sprinkle. Oh, bookmarks with the ribbons, Becky. That's awesome. I like that. I was thinking one of these at first, but they're too big, I think. Maybe like something. Oh, don't forget you have those. I'm going to use those. I'll brighten it up. Okay, there we go. Okay, so by pushing that in, I made my little circle. So now I know where I have to like sew this in. I have my gold thread that we sell on our website. And I thought that would go great with this. And one of our little needles, I'm going to use the size 10. Oh, I got myself all full of vintage ink today. Woohoo! That's good. That means it's a good day, right? That's why I have a handy dandy white bees hand next to me, but that doesn't mean I get it all off in one swoop. Sometimes I'm too late. All right. Thread my needle. Ooh, let's clear off some space. I'm gonna just put a big old knot. And then we're gonna pop this up through the back. Go through the little rows and back down. There we go. That's about where I had it. And then let's add a little something over here. I think I'm going to just grab a crystal and go straight back down. Let's do it. And add a little crystal next. I like that gold thread showing through the crystal is really pretty. You barely see it. Now these little tiny ones came from the strand. I know that, oh, we have a live sale. So these are in the kit, but this is also, there's a few extra that is in our live sale that are going on right now. So if you haven't checked out the live sale, there's so many fun beads. I'm actually, while I was doing this, thinking about the different beads that would be fun to put in a piece like this. And I do know that those are in there. And make a little cluster of 3. Do, do, do. And then, how about the heart? Should I add the little heart? Let's see. We move it this way. Have the heart like about there. And I'm gonna add the heart. And I double thread. I don't know if I said it or if you noticed, but I did double thread my needle just so that it kind of made it easier to go in and out and not lose my needle off of here. All right, that's my little little design. And I'm going to just Yeah, we showed off so many amazing beads yesterday in our live sale. Did you catch it? Don't worry if you haven't caught it. The sale goes on until Sunday night, and there is a link. We are doing them every Thursday now, doing about 120 or so items. Some really unique one-of-a-kind pieces, plus some fun. Right now we have some trunk show pieces from Beads, plus some gemstones from Mike's Sherman's collection. So much. Let's cut this off. Okay, now we're gonna cut. Let's see. I kind of did this in the middle. If I was like really great and wanted to like really utilize this, I would have cut this in fourths, and then have the extra fabric for other things. But no, I'm gonna go right in the matte smack. You never know with this technique of painting it like this, like where is the spot that you like the best. So I guess it works, right? All right, now let's take our little doohickey that goes in the back behind it. I'm going to open this up a little bit to let that slide. And push this in to the front because I want that really up in front and center there. Do we like the position? Move it around. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Back up, back up, back up, back up. We are going to be doing some of that next week, I believe. I believe it's next Wednesday that those bundles are going to go up. Once everything gets back into the warehouse so that we can get them together. They're still, think we're going to be getting them in the beginning of next week, so we can do it by Wednesday. All right, there we go. Perfect. Now, I could have sewed that around and keep that or cut it down more. But later, what I'm going to do is take this and glue that to the back. So that's going to be covered, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. I'm going to add, I have some metallic, I don't see my metallic. There it is. I have a metallic paint pen that I'm going to paint the edge here too, so that it looks nice and pretty. And then I'm going to put that glaze over the wood part. But in the meantime, we have this, and we are ready to figure out our next move. I want to put these in my necklace. And I want to get my soft flex out. I have my Pro Econo Flex that came with the kit in the medium in the gold color, which is such a pretty gold. That goes with this really well. I am going to cut 2 pieces for my necklace. I like a long necklace, so I'm cutting probably about almost 2.5, 3 feet for each one of these. I'm going to have this doubled. And we have, I mean, there is 15 feet on here, so that works out pretty well. Okay, so I'm going to have both of those there. And then, how are we on time? Oh, we're doing pretty good. Okay. Now, I'm going to take both of these, get one of my crimps out. Thank you. I just was like, oh, so excited. I really wanted to use. I've been really dying to use the vintage paints again. I really had a lot of fun with them when I did it with the first pop out pop cutouts. Up. Oh, I don't know how to say it. Anyway, when I first did the ones with my moons here, I've been like totally wanting to do it, right? This kit is the Star-Crossed Lovers kit. Does it feel strange to you? It is a little different. It is a little different. You're right. They are made with similar but different materials. It does have a nice flow to it though, and I do like that. Oh, thank you. Yes, hit our like button, please. And then I'm just going to cut this slightly off-centered. It's not in the full center in the middle of this. Just slightly. And you can crimp it however, if you want to use the magical crimper or just a plain crimper. I'm using a plain crimper today. And then I'm going to string both of these. Now I am going to find a bead that these both fit through. No, I think I want to leave these here, up in here. I'm going to put those in. I am thinking I'm going to use this little black bead, the crystal that came with both of these are going to go through easily. Oh, come on, you can do it. And then I'm going to run it through the hole. Oh, I wonder if I can get something nice and cute inside there. Okay, let's see. Let's get both of those. And I do this because I know that crimp is going to go through this hole. So that's why I want to have a bead. And we're going to see if I can get these to not go straight across. But I have a feeling we're just going to have to go straight across. Yep. Oh, if we pull that out. But I pull it up. I pulled it out. Woohoo. Now let's see if I can pop something inside there. Because that would be kind of cute. But I don't know if I have anything small enough to go in between there. Oh, I could put this one. That would fit in there. You know what? We're going to have to do it this way. I'm not worried about getting these. Well, am I worried about getting these closer? Maybe I am. Maybe I should be. Let's see. I feel like this is really tight, so I don't feel like I need to get it any closer than this because that fabric really pulls. So I can't get them like super close. So I think that is okay to stick this in between. I'm using my awl to get that. Yeah, see, then it's like in between there. run these two through all of it. And let's get another one on this other side. Oh, 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 oh. We didn't realize that the crystals had such a large hole that it did not, it went right through. The crimp went through that too. So let's figure out something else that will go there. Can I get both of these through here? I don't think so, but we're going to try it. Nope. Let's see. What else? What might have too big of a hole? No, this crystal might work. There we go. And now I'm going to put the crimp on the other side. And so then the crimp on either side is going to put the pressure to hold it together so it doesn't come apart. And I did not have to try to screw that little nut on the end. There we go. That's sweet. Now, let's split these up. A few more minutes. And then I'm going to just work on one side, and then we are going to I'm going to have to finish the rest of it, I think, on another day. I just realized these need to have something to hang. So let's make a quick little jump ring out of some of the wire and a crimp and a bead. Dangly bead that needs, do I add the little, let's add these. We need some crimps. I love that we have all these crimps in this kit. We're going to add a crimp, a little red bead, a little pinch bead, the star, and then go back through, crimp bead. And I'm just making a decorative little jump ring with my crimson wire. That way I don't have to go searching for a jump ring or some wire. I'm using what I have here. And it gives it a nice little detail. Come on. Crimp it, crimp it, crimp it. Anybody have anything special this weekend going on? I'm just going to try to stay warm. Although I think there's like the big Super Bowl, huh? I think my family probably is having a party. Okay. There's my one jump ring. Now let's do that over here on this side. I'm going to do one for that side. All right. So now I'm going to separate these and I'm going to add a couple little fun beads. I'm going to add a red and pinch bead on one. And then I'm going to, on the other one, I'm going to add this star ceramic bead. Ah, you got the sister bowl. I like that. Yes, you have time with your sister, and I think that's wonderful. I will see my sister too. Sisters are the greatest. And then I'm going to take both of these and go through, ooh, I think I'm going to go through this. Making some jewelry. Oh, homemade chili. That's awesome. Putting both of them through there. And then separate. I think it's time to do. Get the heart. I want to put the heart. No, I want to put this. I think I'm going to put there through the loop. Hang it there. There we go. Kind of like let that hang out between there. I am going to grab I notice I have like since I added the blue in here and I for some reason thought there was something maybe because of these have a little bit of AB. I thought it would go, but I'm feeling like it's not quite going. So I'm gonna grab some of the leftover. I have some of the leftover beads, some of that dark blue from my Arctic Circle. And I'm going to throw in a couple of those, some of these to use to kind of pull that color. And I have some of this color that will go in there, I think, nicely too. Kind of pulls some of these colors better. Well, hopefully you can, that's the great thing about the internet now. Hopefully you get to have some time that way. I'm going to move this one off and add blue. And then separate them again. One of these stars to one side, and I think I'm going to do the little flower. There we go. And a little crystal. Let that gold shine through that crystal, brightens it up. I'll put that heart. All right, let's get this guy on because I want to see what it looks like on the other side. Sometimes I think I like it, and then I just need that reassurance that I like it when I put it on the other side. So we need to get my little jump ring made for my star. Mm-mm-mm. Should have done these next to each other so I could make sure I got the loops about the right size. Thank you for joining my Spill the Beads today. It's nice to be back beading with you all. Seeing our friends, hearing what you're doing, what projects you're making. Oh, thank you. I am happy to be back. All right. Now that I'm just copying this other side, and I'm actually going to change what I'm doing here because now I'm starting to not like that. So I am going to put, let's see, I think I'm going to do the blue. Oh, I'm so happy. You're welcome. I'm going to change it. This is why I never go any further than a few inches at a time on either side, because then I change my mind of what I really like it to look like. So I'm going to switch it over to the blue first, and then my little star. And then I think I'm going to, oh, but it's going to go right over this. That didn't work. Okay. We're going to put something else there. Maybe that was the right thing to do then. Maybe this is the right thing to do. Oh, oh, you are all so sweet. Thank you so much for the love. I do appreciate that love and support so much. We have such a great community here, and it makes my heart sing and be happy. Okay, okay, that does work. That does work. Oh, well, I didn't do much painting, but it is still, it's fun. We talked about it a little bit. There we go. I'm enjoying this. I have to go look for clothes that will go with this. I'm sure I have something though. I just don't have a lot of red. I am going to be honest. I do not really do red. It is not my color I normally choose. So you know how we all have our, challenges? What there's some colors that are more challenging to use. Red is one of my challenging colors to use. In some ways, I think it's easy to use but it just, like, I don't know. I don't have a whole lot of red in my wardrobe, so I don't think to do it, and I don't. But then again, I snuck my purple in, didn't I? I had to. I had to. But I love the whole idea of star-crossed lovers. I love the, I think I want to put the crowns with that. Love the idea of and it's great to have a little bit. Yes, I'm pretty sure I could. Yeah, I might have to get something new just because that's fun. But yeah, adding a little blue and purple, I think in the center worked. Um, I wish I had a few more beads out. I was trying to just use the kit, thinking when I grabbed the paint, I saw the AB finish, and I wasn't really thinking about how there's not that much purple or blue in this kit. It is all red. So what else can I do? So I did add these lapis blue to pull that in. And then we had our purple stars. So I think it works. I'm happy with it. I'm gonna make these into earrings. So I make this. Can I put that one in there? No. I should have. I'm gonna put these hearts though, because we kind of need to marry the hearts. Or I'm gonna save those hearts and marry that color with this one. I think that color. We all have a color that we can't quite do well with, and I totally understand that. And it's nice to and so what I try to do is try to figure out how do I fit my favorite color in with it, which is what I just did with this, right? Oh, let's see. Maybe I want to do. I'm gonna use this one. Oh, what happened to the time? Oh yeah, that's better. Look at the time. We need to announce a winner. Let's get our winner. Did you get your hashtag? I just was beating along here. I thought I had more time, and then all of a sudden it went away. Spill the beads happens like that. We get a lot of fun going. And I think that's basically my necklace right here. Get your hashtag star if you haven't done it already. Gonna definitely add the purple and blue in the earrings. I'm probably going to make a little cutout piece that is in these colors, and then add my hearts and do a pair of earrings with it. But I think that right there is I'm going to put crimps to keep them in place, and then twist it up, do that little trick with the twist, and put a clasp on and call it a day on that. Let's get our winner. All right, hashtag star to win the glaze, which I think would go really well with so many things. We got 36 people ready, set, go. Who's our lucky winner? Hello, hello. Are you here? Is it uh Dennison? Dennison? Danson? I am so yay! All right. I am so sorry if I butchered your name. I'm not really good at that. So glad you are here. Thank you, thank you. Dunia. Dunia or Dunia? Anyway. Oh, I see. It's like two words together. Makes sense now. Congratulations. Send us you have won a glaze, which is good for even if you are not doing this other stuff, you want to just kind of like make it a little glossier or something. It is a really good glaze for so much. Wonderful, wonderful. Congratulations. Thank you for joining me. I'm really excited about this. This gives me like the touch of red of the star-crossed lovers with my favorite colors. Sometimes you just got to blend them in different ways. I'm going to finish that up and get those pictures set so we can share it over the weekend. Enjoy, stay warm, stay dry. If you are in the cold, wet area, stay cool if you're in the warm area, because I know some of you are in warmer areas. Take care. Don't forget to catch our live sale. We have free shipping in the US. I forgot to mention that earlier. I talked about that live sale, but not the free shipping. We have free shipping right now on our live sale. It's different than our website, but our live sale is free shipping in the US for this month. So go catch that. We have our live sale going until Sunday. Talk to you later. Have good. Bye.